Another hard battle with UMass. I thought we came out um, much more ready to play in the first than we did on Friday, and I thought we did a lot of good things. We were moving our legs and moving the puck well. And then the first 10 minutes of the second might have been some of our best hockey all year. We had a few great chances and spent a lot of time in the O-zone, and then the momentum flipped in a hurry. Felt like right after, I can't remember which chance we missed, they came down and scored, and then their momentum, they all grew a few inches and started to play great. And full credit to them. They had the whole momentum through the second and into the third. I thought Jamie Armstrong's goal was a big turning point for us to get us back going. All the momentum was on their side at that point. Jamie did that, and then our guys started to play a little faster, and that was important for us. And then the third period, they scored. It could have gone either way, and then we were able to capitalize on the power play.
Yep. About moving into first place in Hockey East and taking care of business in this short stretch run now.
Yeah, we're kind of keeping a shorter focus than that. Just one game at a time right now. We know we want to be playing our best hockey at the end of the year, so we haven't really looked or talked much about the standings or anything like that. Just our next opponent and what we're going to need to do to try and get a win.
I get along similar lines. You've now played basically all of the top teams in Hockey East this year. I guess how do you stack yourself up against those teams? Like how, each one's like its own benchmark.
They are. Every team presents, complex and difficult challenges. There's so many good teams in this league, so each one you have to attack a little differently. But we know that we have to play our best to beat all of them, anybody. So we focus on them as they're coming to us, as we're going to play them. But we also know that we have to do the things that we do well consistently, or you can't win games in this league if you don't.
Can you speak on the importance of a guy like Aiden Hershuk out there? He blocked 9 shots these past 2 games. Can you talk about how much you guys?
Sure. Hirsch has had such a good season so far. It's been really impressive. Penalty kill. He does block shots. He's fearless. He's really smart on breakouts. Little things that you might not notice, but the puck keeps getting out of the zone when he's out there. And he and Aram have been an outstanding pair for us. We played them against the other teams, top line often, and they do a great job. So I hope that continues.
Coach, obviously you guys are a pretty young team. A lot of your players haven't played college hockey before. In this final stretch, is there anything that you try to do as a coach to prepare some of those guys for what's ahead?
Yeah, the Bean Pot was a good test that way to get used to that. And we've had great crowds, not only at home but on the road. We've had great crowds. So I think they're very comfortable in that situation now, which is great. You don't want to have your first big crowds be, in playoff time. So we just talk about keeping our game simple, predictable, where we know where each other are, so we don't have to try and make great plays. We just have to be consistent and keep making successful plays. I think we had that for a stretch tonight, and then we got a little loose, tried a couple things that were low percentage plays. That's really what we're trying to talk about. We want to play good hockey and move pucks, but you have to realize when the percentages are not in your favor and then keep it simple.
You mentioned on Friday that Ryan was pretty motivated.
Yes.
Going into that game. How do you see how he elevates his game for those moments where he's so motivated?
Yeah. He has the ability. He's an extremely competitive kid. So you don't ever have to worry about him getting ready. If anything, you're just trying to keep him calm before the storm. He's more that type of personality, but he obviously, as excited as he was, he kept his brain clear and made a lot of great choices. So his decision making was outstanding, and it resulted in goals.
Was that a conversation you had with him, needing to keep his head level, keep his emotions in check going into an emotional weekend?
I mentioned it on Friday. He seemed very excited, but no, I think he's been in enough big games in his life that he has a great gauge for himself.
Ryan mentioned the forecheck. What did you see from his line's forecheck today?
Yeah, they had a bunch of smart forechecks. You know, they use their brains. They're not just straight ahead. They try and make the ice small for the opponent, and then the guys behind it read it and they jump wherever the puck is going next. So they've been outstanding at it. It's not your typical forecheck where they might go in and blow guys up. They just read plays. They have great sticks, and the great thing is if they do stop the puck and get a turnover, they can turn it into offense quickly.
Free person sits for Will. Does he just see the ice? Does he see plays developing before they even happen? Or
He does see the ice. He and Gabe, the whole line, they scan the ice well, and they have a feel. If you watch them closely, you can see them looking over their shoulders a lot before the play's coming. So if they do get the puck, they know what's next. They have that ability, and they're to see the plays and then to execute them as well.